We're going to open up some of the map here by getting to that radio mast on a small hill. Firstly, I've approached this mission with nothing but a shotgun, which is obviously not an ideal weapon when there's two guards hanging around at the bottom of a road up to the tower. So, let's just leg it then, yeah? And problem solved. Now we can loot these guys to gather up some money and other bits and pieces that you can either use or sell to get more money. You've got a limited sized rucksack to fill with loot and your little wallet only holds $1,000. But the game lets you hunt animals and use their hides to craft larger bags, holsters, wallets and stuff. You can also steal their weapons, but my holster only holds one at a time to begin with. I really should have skinned that boar and taken his hide as well. Next we have to climb up to the tower. This is only the second tower I'd assaulted, so I expect enemy resistance to be a bit stronger at later towers. The first tower, which the game uses as a kind of tutorial, only had a rattlesnake at the bottom of the stairs, and no guards at all. As with all things in Far Cry 3, you can approach the tower a number of ways. I could have stealthily made my way around those guards, for example. I could have strolled up the road rather than climbing the small cliff. Once you get to the tower, it's a case of finding a route up its mangled wreckage to the control box, which is at the top. Pretty early on, actually immediately after the intro sequence, these towers and their benefits are explained to you. They reveal the map and open up trade with wider areas for the game's shopkeepers. Those shopkeepers show their appreciation by giving you free guns, and who doesn't love free guns? None of the early towers I've unlocked so far have been too tricky to get to, aside from the fact that finding them with a blacked out map can lead you into some unexpected perils, like a car full of pirates, or a surprise leopard attack. Climbing the towers is a case of finding the right path around stairs, climb ledges and ladders. It seems to be slightly different for each one, or at least the game has a range of tower structures that have different constructions that you can climb. Having a quick look around the scenery here, you can see how gorgeous the island setting is. It's all very vivid and tropical, and even though there's a little bit of pop in, it's really nice. It's kind of like playing through an episode of Lost, but thankfully you don't have that annoying, whiny doctor guy moaning that you're murdering everyone with a red bandana. Once you get to the top, there's quite often a little loot chest. There's one, will open. And a control box. And also you can have a look around. If you check on the map, you can see that this doesn't open a radial area like syncing with the towers in Assassin's Creed would. It's a solid block of map that you'll open up. You can also get some impression of how big the map's going to end up being. Once you've made it to the top, it's simply a matter of holding the action button to pull open the box and rip out the scrambling gubbins inside. It's a very Assassin's Creed-like cutscene that shows you you've done it right and indicates some places of note. After this, your map's nicely populated, and you can get on with the important business of hunting goats and monitor lizards. Let's have a look at the map. There you go, we can see, and the map actually extends much further south than that, so it really is quite a large map. And the closer you zoom in, the more things you can see to do as well. It's also nice that you don't have to go through the tedious routine of climbing all the way back down. We just need to find one of these zip lines and get ourselves lined up beneath it. And careful, under the zip line, and whee!